YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Greatly appreciate you taking the time to click on the video today. As always, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already or you're new to the channel, and drop a like. It helps a bunch. And you know what else helps? A comment. Comment this week is welcome back. Yes, I know it's been like 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks maybe. We did end up moving. We had some internet troubles. We had a bunch of different things that got in the way. Obviously, the moving, the unpacking, and all that different stuff. So thank you for your patience. But we are back. We are working on getting back on the schedule and different things like that. But like I said, I greatly appreciate your patience. I greatly appreciate your support. Now let's hop back in to the Ball State relegation promotion series. Oh man, where are we? Is the real question. We are currently 3-0 in Conference USA play. We are 1-0. We get to take on the 0-3 UTEP Miners, and let's just hop right in. All right, here we are. First play that we get to hop into here. We are on offense. It is a 3rd and 2 here, and we're gonna hand it off to Elijah Jackson, and he's gonna pick up the first down. And we are rolling offensively. We are now down in the red zone. 2nd and 8 behind the senior, Taylor. We're going to go play action, tight end, street wide open. We probably had the dig route too. I'm really rusty. I just want to make sure that we're getting the ball out. We're not taking sacks, not making mistakes. So we're probably going to go back to really playing conservatively here early in this game, just to ensure that we give ourselves a chance, right? Like I mentioned before, we're 3-0. These guys are 0-3, so I mean, whoa. What a tackle, I guess. Ideally, right, we moved to 4-0, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So we are now 3rd and goal from the 3. Last year the direct snap worked pretty well. I don't think I've really used it in this game, and maybe if I cut it up, probably should have cut it up there. The injuries are flying for UTEP right now. UTEP is a 58 overall. We're not like setting the world on fire either, but way better than that. As Taylor uses his legs, we get in the end zone, touchdown, Cardinals. All right, we get the first drive, we go down and score. Defense is holding them. It looked like they had a chance to get a field goal, ended up not getting it. Now the tight end come across here, so now I'm just looking running back, tight end. Tight end's going to be open. We're going to get upfield, first down for Ball State. And we are back into a 3rd down situation. Just cannot get out of those situations here early in the game. This play is probably not going to work very well. Oh, tight end did get out there to get the block. We are not fast enough to get the corner. It's going to be 4th and 2. Be interesting to see what we end up doing here. Field goal attempt is up. Should be good. And it is. So we are up 10-0. We get the ball back. 3rd and 9. Do we give McDougal a chance here? No, we're going to go Durham. I hate that route, man. I hate when it has that like hook option at the end of it. Just so annoying. We don't even get the field goal. I don't even know if we kicked a field goal or tried to kick a field goal, but we didn't get it either way. That's super annoying. Jackson's going to pick up the 3rd and 1 as we are knocking on the door to score again here in the red zone. We are down at the 11-yard line. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. We're going to throw a screen pass. He's going to fight down to the 1 and get the first down. I don't know if I agree with that, but that's where we're at. And they're probably going to sell out for this play. We're still going to find a way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. 17-0. They are going to go down and get to the 3-yard line. They're going to go for it on this 4th down here. See if we can stop them. We're going to hand it off, and we are going to absolutely stuff them in the backfield. Offense needs to give the defense some space. It didn't look like they really did, but they did their job enough. Defense does their job enough. Why do we not call a timeout there? We're going to call timeout and take our points. That is so frustrating. Oh, that is frustrating. All right, well, looking to make it 20-0 to start. What a first half by the Cardinals in Ball State. If I remember correctly, we have a visit this week. It was, I think it's a 4-star that is really moving his recruitment along. But again, I haven't really seen this for a while now, so I should have probably double-checked it, but I didn't. So they are going to kick a long field goal here on the road, and he is going to pull it. So it's going to stay 20-0 here in our first game of the video in week 4, I believe. And we are we're kind of in cruise control here, but this 3rd and 5 could probably change a lot, to be honest. We're just going to play it safe yet again and use Taylor the third's legs, get out of bounds, and make sure he doesn't take a hit. Again, we used Taylor a lot last year when our starter went down. We like the feel of Taylor over the starter. And Taylor even got the start in the bowl game over the senior that had started for us most of the year when he was healthy. But it's just a better feel for Taylor for me. I don't know what it is. The other quarterback was faster. He was quicker. It just, none of what made Taylor, what would make Taylor feel better as we get a illegal man downfield, just it didn't make any sense really. So it just, his style, I don't know, it's so weird, and I know I've talked about it a lot, but with it being 2 weeks, and maybe you're new to the channel, go ahead and take a look at last year. This is year number 2. Oh, that was a touchdown if I just give it. This is year number 2. So if you are new and you haven't found the other videos yet, they are in a playlist. So go ahead and check that out as well. We are in a 2nd down here. We'll just keep it. Oh no, just don't fumble too. Thank you. All right, they get a sack fumble. We had zero chance to do anything there. So 3rd and a long ways to go. We're just gonna throw it up. Corner got his head around. I thought maybe if we threw it back behind him, we'd have a chance, but we'll just settle for 3 after the sack. Put us in a pretty tough position, but it does put us up 23-0. And it just looks like UTEP's offense is just not going to be able to really do much. The reason I'm going to hop into this offensive one is because if we do have that recruit on campus, we need a clear-cut victory, and I don't want UTEP scoring late or anything like that. So Third and short, we take a play action shot deep. We end up getting McDougal winning his press, which he doesn't really do very often, to be honest with you. So we are going to throw chew clock on as well. And we are going to take clock away. We're going to try to make this 30-0 because remember, we need a 17-point victory. So if they end up scoring a touchdown and getting the 2-point conversion or even kicking the extra point, right, we are not in that threshold. So yeah, that's such a tough catch. Taking our points tier 2. It's kind of same scenario. It makes it 26. We stay above that 17-point threshold even with them scoring a touchdown. So we're going to go ahead and, as long as they don't make a huge attempt for a comeback, we're going to go ahead and get to the end of the game. So pretty solid performance. The defense gives us a shutout in Conference USA play. UTEP is, by the looks of it, they might be on the verge of relegation down to the independent. We do move to 2-0 in the Conference USA. And Taylor, 19-33, 228, no touchdowns, no picks. As long as he's taking care of the ball, we can handle that. Elijah Jackson ended up getting hurt in this game, but had 22 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown. Taylor also ran 14 times in a touchdown, and we ran it with Horton 11 times as well. So we ran the ball a lot. Now, remember, these rushing attempts are also sacks for Taylor, so those are inflated a little bit, but still a lot. McDougal, 120 with 8 catches. Grimes had 5 catches. We need to get Durham some run here. We got to get him involved a little bit. Game number 2. We are hosting Old Dominion, 2-2. 1-1 in Conference USA. I mean, we just got to focus on continuing to win in conference, get to that top 2, and we'll be moving up. Now, the one thing, though, is we don't want to move up too quick where we don't have the team to compete and we just continue to get stuck in a cycle. But we're right now, this is our second Conference USA team. Old Dominion is a 59. Last week when we were playing UTEP, they were 58. So we look like we are in a good spot here in the Conference USA to be bumped up. But again, we need to make sure that we have a steady base of good players, young players that are going to stay with the program. Offense has had about 4 drives, and we have not been able to do really anything with them. So we're going to go ahead and hop into this drive here and see if we can give the offense a little spark. And instead we give up a safety. Unbelievable. I was really set on Durham beating them deep, but we were not able to do so. And that's not the greatest start by any means. By any means. We're going to flow to the ball. That's a great play there by the linebacker. Great field recognition, play rec. Being able to just run down the line a little bit and make a tackle. The linebackers are our lifeblood of this defense as they run the inside zone. Same exact play, I'm pretty sure, and get into the end zone to take the lead. It is 9-0 early in the second quarter. Remember, we played longer quarters, and if you were here for the series, as I throw a pick. Okay. Well, we see how this one's going to go. Anyway, then last year's game on this very series, and the reason is because of how fragile the play styles are for deal breakers and different things. So try to get people to stay at a smaller school with our grades being this poor. If we have any play style stuff, especially with like rushing yards per game and like different things like that, like if you only do like say 7 minutes, I think that's what we did last year, that does not give the CPU a whole lot of time to do anything towards that. So as Taylor runs into the end zone, touchdown, Cardinals. All right. Great job there by the offense, rebounding after the interception, after the safety. They've been having to deal with a lot here early in this game, but they were able to do it pretty well there. Taylor's going to roll out yet again. We're not going to get that block, but we are going to pick up the first down, which was needed because it was third down. I need to be way better at looking at the situations before I just start calling plays and snapping the ball. Number 47 has been a problem for us, by the way. We just cannot get him blocked. Cannot get him blocked. He might have been the one that got the interception, too, to be quite honest. Play action, get him to bite, and we are going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. We take the lead, and we are starting to roll a little bit here against this Old Dominion squad. They are down in the red zone. It is third down. Again, linebackers are the lifeblood here. Pettyjohn was a... there's no way, bro. God, sometimes this game is just unbelievable. Pettyjohn was a transfer that we got, a pretty highly touted one. I know I've seen him in a couple other content creators dynasty saves as well, but he was a huge get for us because our linebackers were atrocious. A lot of it was because of speed. Our linebackers had like 75 speed or something like that, and that's just not gonna fly. So not gonna fly. We are in a 2-minute drill drive here, and we really need to get points here and go into the half up against Old Dominion. We are much better than them, and we need to make sure that we're showing that, because right now we just are not. So safety doesn't help. The interception doesn't help, right? But we just gotta make sure that those things get put in the rearview mirror, and we just show that we are just a better program right now than they are, which is saying a lot because Ball State is in shambles. Do we have the speed? We do. Taylor's feet are saving us right now. Absolutely saving us. All right, here we go. This is my favorite play last year. And we're going to not even have a chance. The guy was open, too. Now, would Taylor make that throw? Probably not, to be honest, but it'd be nice to at least have a chance to see. Screen blocks work very well. 47, again, has just been a menace all half. Gonna go to McDougal. We gotta go no huddle here at some point, right? See if Gathers can get man-to-man coverage. Looks like he did, but it's 47, so he's gonna make a play and it's gonna be intercepted. Unbelievable. 19-13 is what the score is gonna be at half. What a horrible performance. Yeah, about time you give me an offense. Holy, it is 30-13. Oh, no. We're in shambles. Absolute shambles. Down 20. 3 scores here. 3rd and 6. Can Taylor get that out there? Not in bounds, so it's going to be a 4th down. Holy, there's a lot of trash talking to just get absolute blown out by these guys. I don't know what type of throw that was by Taylor, but it was not the one we were looking for. We should have had a touchdown. He's thrown 3 picks. You've seen 2 of them, but he's thrown another one in sim, which just... Who is this 47 guy? Because he is an absolute animal. He hasn't done anything outside of when we've been on the field, though. Taylor's going to throw it to the corner, overthrow him in the corner of the end zone. That was a pretty risky throw, to be honest, but at this point in time, that's kind of what we need. We don't have time to just catch it. Durham. First down. All right. Score here. Defense gets a quick stop. We might be in business here. Okay, they read the screen down here, which might be the dumbest thing I've ever seen because nobody runs screens down here. I don't like that. All right, here we go. Come on. Stop complaining. Just get the job done. Just catch it. All right. Go right back to this play, I suppose. Just pass back, thank you. They just sat at home on that. We are in trouble. Get it to him early. He's going to walk into the end zone. All right, come on, D. Defense got the stop. But then they give us a 4th and forever. I love that. Oh, Durham. There's no way this linebacker stays with a 91 speed receiver. Good Lord almighty. All right, Durham did get by him. What a ball by Taylor. That was 4th down. We need to go get a stop now. Need to get a stop. Here we go. Gonna hand it off. We're gonna get up there. We're actually gonna call our timeouts beforehand because we only have 2 of them. So, the one thing with that though, and the RPO'd us. That's so unfortunate. That's going to get us to the 2-minute timeout. They're not going to get another snap off. It's 27-33. So, 6-point game. We need to just get a stop. That's really all we need to do here at this point in time. We're going to kind of bring our safety down. Hit him. That quarterback is not withstanding those 2 hits and not fumbling the ball. He does not look like he is familiar with running the football. Unbelievable. All right. We're going to give up this deep 4th. We need to get out there, just make the tackle. Okay. And we get one of the bogus. It's nice knowing that we can get some of those sometimes. We get the bogus free timeout by an injury. We're going to hand it off. We're going to make the tackle. We're going to get a stop. We're going to have less than a minute, but we get the stop. So, we're ready to rock. Can we pull off this unbelievable comeback? I'm not going to let the game not let me in right away. So we're going to go ahead and hop in and play the rest of this game. We're going to get it out quick. Thomas is going to pick up the first down. Got to go no huddle. We don't have any timeouts left. We're going to go right back to the same play. Thomas is going to drop it. That's okay, actually. I'm not upset about that drop at all. Durham is Y. Just going to clear him out. Got a cornerback on this side. Going to get it out quick. 36 seconds left. It's going to be incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 1. All right, here's the game. 4th and 1. We're just going to pick up the first down. 27 seconds left. The clock is going to stop briefly because we got the first down. Ball is marked. Chains are marked. So we're ripping and ready to go. They leave the middle of the field wide open. Durham can't make the juke move out, which is okay. We got to get to the line here. Still at 16 seconds. Go ahead and snap it. They're not going to give us that play again. Just throw it away. 8 seconds left. We got 2 chances here. As long as we do not get stuck in bounds. We're going to throw it up. Durham almost made the play. Oh, that would have been absolutely disgusting. That wasn't even Durham. That was okay. And we don't have any of our players in. We might have to take the... We're going to go ahead and take the penalty, I think. We have none of our receivers in. They're all our backups. So we're going to go ahead and take the 5-yard penalty. All right, we got our guys back on the field. Can we pull off the miracle comeback? Do we have the step? He overthrows him. Oh, we had it. He overthrows him as time expires. And we lose an absolute heartbreaker to a awful Old Dominion team. 3 picks. Just not going to do it. 70 yards for Horton. Man, that is so unfortunate. That's a tough loss. We need to bounce back here. And San Diego State's going to be better than the 2 teams that we just played. So, yeah, we are not really in a good spot right now, to be quite honest. But, hey, that's only our first loss. We're 4-1. Let's keep rolling. All right, we are back here in the red zone, and guess who else we have back? Tremaine Ferguson. It's been so long, I forgot he was hurt. So last game we were playing with our 3rd and 4th string running backs. Now, that's not excusing the fact that we lost to a bad Old Dominion team, but it definitely puts the dampers on things offensively when we don't have your best 2 guys running the football. So, and they're going to pick up a 3rd and 7. Good God. Just not what we need. San Diego State is a 66, so they are no slouches. That is for sure. They're going to go read option. Quarterback has it. We absolutely destroy him. But he does pick up the first down. And they are marching here. And we missed the extra point, by the way. Or we went for 2 and didn't get it. One of the 2. We're able to corral the read option there that time. If they continue to run a bunch of that, we need to make sure we focus on the quarterback because we have enough flow for the running back, it feels like. So less big plays happen when we focus the quarterback opposed to letting the computer automatically focus on the running back. Underneath, we're going to make the tackle before they get into the end zone, and they're going to have to settle. This is one of those tough kicks for the computer, though. On the road, hash, short kick, and he Misses it to the right. As I mentioned, that is one of the harder kicks that you can see. I mean, it's not even for the computer, but for even people controlling it now, it's almost impossible to make, as that pancake is unbelievable as it opens up the alley for the touchdown. What an absolute block by our left guard. We are not very good in the trenches, but that was awesome to see. Absolutely awesome to see. We're going to give it back to Horton. He's been running pretty well, actually. Although he is, like, you know, our third string running back, fourth string running back. He's been running well. The fact that McDougal, or not McDougal, good Lord, our running back is in the slot again just makes me angry. It resets the depth chart when they come back from injury, and it's just annoying. Because we want our sophomore speedster to be in the slot, not our starting running back. Great play there by the middle linebacker yet again. It is 20-17. We knew this one was going to be a battle. We are looking to recover from last week. And these guys are pretty similar rated to us. Only two overalls less than us. So team is going to come in, they're going to battle, and we just need to make sure that we are doing the same, right? We do have somebody on campus. As we're going to get to the quarterback, we're going to call a timeout now, and they're going to kick this field goal. It's going to go right down the middle because it's the CPU and it's a deep kick, so we're not going to get the jump. The ball, I told you, right in the All-State hands. Do they give us it? No, they didn't. All right, well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping they'd give us that drive, but they didn't. 20-20 still here. They are looking to knock on the door here. And we need to make sure we get a stop here. Offense really hasn't been able to do a whole lot. And their quarterback's going to escape and walk into the end zone. We turn it over, and they get more points. The issue with, oh my lord, the issue with these losses, right, is, do I just bullet this? I only see something bad happening here. Thank the Lord. It did not throw it nearly as fast as I wanted it to, but there's Durham in the end zone. Not only is losing this detrimental to the guy that I have on campus, but every time we lose is just another opportunity for us to lose a player in recruiting. So we really got to figure this out, and we got to figure it out fast. Because if we are consistently losing 3 stars, we are not going to be able to build a very good program. So we're going to pitch it. Tight end cannot get that block. I don't know why I expect him to get that block, because he's not very good at blocking. I'm pretty sure he's a guy that I moved from receiver to put at tight end because of speed. So, no, that's not what I want. All right. Ferguson again is in the slot. We're going to give him a chance, though. He is a really good receiver out of the backfield, to be honest, but I want Durham in that spot, you know. I don't want our starting running back to be back there, but what do you do? Besides continue to change the depth chart and it not stay there. Okay, we need that catch by our tight end. That is absolutely absurd that he drops that. See, like here, I would much rather have Ferguson in the backfield catching this Texas route instead of him trying to make a contested catch out there. Defense is doing the job, though. Why? Why is it waiting so long? I guess there is still 3.5 minutes. All right. Defense got to come up huge here. Can't give up any points. There's linebackers again. I've been saying it all episode or all video. This is the lifeblood of our defense, is our linebackers. So, this might be the most infuriating thing. If you're gonna go no huddle, snap the ball. Because now we're sitting here for 27 seconds waiting for you to snap it. Guess we could work on getting some stunts or something in there. But good lord. Run with this. Please come back and make a play on the ball. Not the guy I thought was going to intercept it, but we get the interception, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now let me get in here and run this. Thank you. Okay, the tight end has that stupid stop. So does Ferguson. We're going to go ahead and hit the drag. Going to make him hit a drag. And hit Ferguson. Offensive linemen and defensive linemen get hurt so frequently in this game. It's kind of crazy. All right, Durham is sprinting down the middle of the field. Do they drop into cover 3? They do. Ferguson out of the backfield. He has the speed. He's going to pick up the first down. Why is the clock running? What? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Even if we weren't out of bounds. What am I doing? There is so much space out there with Taylor. Even if it wasn't out of bounds, it was a first down. It should have stopped the clock. Unless that's one of the rules. No. Don't know. Go ahead and bring him inside. We're going to use Taylor's feet. Blocking downfield. He gets chased down from behind, but not that big of a deal. All right, here we go. Can we win this close game? We had a missed throw derail us last week. Get Durham out in space. He makes a beautiful juke move. And we're kind of in business here, and I love it. As I was saying before that play, last week we had a missed throw. Cost us a game, actually. We had the look that we wanted, and Taylor just missed it in a pretty intense spot. So hopefully this week he can make that throw if we need it. So we get into the end zone. We're going to tie it up as long as we don't miss an extra point again. Tie ball game, 34-34. I thought about running more clock. However, I figured if we could, they're going to go no huddle to try to score, right? So if we can get a stop and it gives us time, we can go win this without going into OT. And they're going to take one of our timeouts for that. So annoying. Can we get there? We do. We're going to call a timeout. Our second one, unfortunately, but it gives us a minute to get into field goal range. Pettijohn has 12 tackles today. We get to the outside. If we could have just got one more person with that spin move, we might have taken that to the house. That would have been a sick way to win. Ferguson in the slot just continues to make me mad. He's going to step up, slide with Taylor. We got plenty of time, so I'm not really freaking out about any of the clock situation here, to be quite honest. We just need to get in the field goal range. Okay, Ferguson getting chased down there kind of makes me mad. The amount of offensive line injuries makes me mad. Here's another one of these situations where I can just hit this guy. Okay, good thing I didn't. Well, now the time situation gets a little bit more tricky because we had to use that timeout on one of our guys getting hurt. We get Durham. We're going to get all the way down to the 13. Somehow I feel like I'm going to get absolutely hoed on this. They're going to call timeout. No, I'm not going to kick the field goal. They're calling timeouts. I think the Kobe had it. Throw it away. All right, now this is where I'm going to get worried if they don't call a timeout. We're going to go run play here. We're going to get it right to the middle of the... Oh, they're not calling timeout. We got to hurry up. All right. We get there fast enough. Holy, that was scary. That was scary. But, hey, we find a way to win that close game. That's what we needed, and we're ready to roll. All right. That Old Dominion loss was tough. I'm not going to lie to you. That was brutal. And we had a guy on campus this week. Didn't get a blowout win. It was a close win. It was the same tier opponent, though. So, 390 for Taylor. 3 touchdowns, an interception. Again, he's got to take care of it. Horton. See, here's the issue, right? Our best running back isn't getting the ball because he's in the slot 90% of the time. It's annoying. But Horton's carrying the load. He's doing fine. He's a junior, so we trust him enough. But we'd rather have Ferguson. Like, 10 catches for 162, man. Durham, 4 for 68. He only gets involved when I'm on the field, but that's because he's not in the slot, because Ferguson is. We saw Pettijohn with 12, Robinson with 3. These two are only sophomores. So hopefully we can get them to stick around. Free safety Stewart also had 9 tackles. So a lot of really good play here. Only 1 sack. We did pick him off too. Stewart had 9 tackles and a pick. What a day. All right, and that's going to do it for this episode. Just a little update on recruiting. We lost a quarterback because of that Old Dominion loss. We had him on campus. We lost. Army had him on last week. They won their game, so they got him, which not ideal. But once we get to bye week, we'll get more into recruiting. Not a lot's happening, so just wanted to throw that out there, that Old Dominion loss is not only bad for the conference, but it's also bad for recruiting. So there's that. All right. Again, I want to just apologize for the delay. I tried to get up and going a lot sooner. Had to do a lot of troubleshooting, but I appreciate you popping back in. Appreciate the support. As always, I hope you have a good day. I hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.